Eat a Twinkie wiener sandwich. No, 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 no.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.
Spoiler alert. Welcome to episode or show number 150. Yeah.
Wahaha.
It's,
Wait, you were going to say show episode and then you changed it. How come?
I did. Hey, you know, it's fun to do sometimes. Be a little out there, you know.
Yeah,
Sure.
we never do that. It's such a change.
Yeah, at the end of the Milky Way at some point, similar to Spacey. It's April 12th today, recording. It's Patty's birthday. Happy birthday, Patty.
Happy birthday, Patty.
There you
Happy
go.
birthday.
Happy birthday. So, gosh, I love my awkward openings, just so you know. I've come to enjoy them.
Okay.
So, I just feel like every time I have my awkward openings, I have two co-hosts at the other end of microphones with eyes wide open going, what the heck is he doing?
I mean, the way it happens now, it just happens. So we just
I've
wait
almost
for
come
you
to
be,
expect it.
Yeah, we
Oh,
just
good.
wait for you to feel like you've hit a natural stop point in the intro.
Right?
It's like when you play baseball and you go to the batter's box and you're waiting for the pitch to come.
And he goes and he makes a sandwich.
You just gotta watch the seams and see which way it's gonna curve because generally it's coming out of there crooked and you're gonna have to try to hit it. So
Right.
That is definitely one way to look at it.
And I was watching the late night with Colbert.
I was gonna say you've only got a couple of choices.
Not too many. And I noticed he opens his show sometimes with a really awkward moment, and that's when I was like, "Huh, I am the Stephen Colbert of the Thanks for Watching podcast."
Sure, let's go with that. Can I be Craig Ferguson?
Yes, absolutely.
Did you know that on Craig Ferguson's show back when he did it, which was a great show, he would generally and commonly end interviews with the awkward silence where they would just sit across from each other and not say anything and just feel intensely awkward.
Oh, I so love that.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Some people got like really into it, like they would just act like they were going to say something and then just be like, ugh.
I love that. That's cool.
You should look up some Craig Ferguson awkward silence. You should look up some Craig Ferguson anything. The man is hilarious. His stand-up comedy is super, super funny. He's got a great accent. He comes from Scotland. And he had a robot co-host named Jeff Peterson who was built by Grant Imahara and a giant horse costume with two staffers in it that they called Secretariat that he would randomly have run across the stage. It was the best late night show ever.
I mean, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it. It was the best way to go to sleep for like 10 years.
Very cool. Well, hey, y'all, I'm DJ.
I'm Beth.
and I'm Joe.
Yay. Welcome. We got a interesting show for y'all today.
We do.
Yeah, we're going to talk about like James Earl Jones films.
There you go.
And I didn't realize he did a lot of TV. Like
He does a lot of everything. The man is prolific.
Yeah, you're not kidding. We have an interview with Joey Flair. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Delightful.
Yeah. And one other thing, but we'll talk about that when we get there. I have it written down somewhere. Yeah, I know.
Also a surprise to two co-hosts, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it usually is.
It's not. It's really not. You guys will know exactly what it is when I say it. But in the meantime, entertainment news. Anybody else have entertainment news? I have a whole bunch.
Well, then do
I
it.
have 4.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and we'll see
Okay.
what we can supplement.
Okay. Did you know Legally Blonde turned 20?
Jesus.
Yikes.
I know. Holy smokes.
Did you know it's a musical on Broadway now?
Yes.
It's
I would
weird
love
to
to
me.
see it.
I don't know. I mean, nothing's a musical on Broadway currently.
Of
but,
course.
I don't know if it was currently running on Broadway, or if it's. I had never it was a surprise to me. So I figured I would surprise other people. But apparently I was the caboose on that train.
Well, you weren't the caboose on the Ghostbusters train.
I still kind of was. You were just more Caboosey.
I was right on the caboose of the caboose, I suppose.
You were just Caboosier.
Caboosey.
Caboosier.
All right.
Write that down. That's a title. I don't know.
Right now.
Caboosier.
Caboosier. Okay.
I'll need help with the spelling, trust me.
I got it.
Oh, good. Let's see what else. Ron Howard and Clint Howard, they're releasing a memoirs about Hollywood and all that stuff.
So is it going to be like written by Ron Howard and then Clint Howard is just going to make a cameo in every chapter?
Maybe. That'd be fun.
I mean, that's kind of how their careers have gone.
All right.
It could be. Howard.
See, that made me want to read it now, right? See if
there
that
you go.
Happened. Right? Oh, well. I mean, they've
on
had
the
a whole
audiobook,
year.
Ron Howard reads the whole thing except for one word in every chapter is Clint reading. Or like one sentence.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
That'd be great.
The sentence he wrote, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yep. Ooh, you know who we interviewed on the show? Paul Raci?
Yeah.
He was nominated for an Oscar.
I saw that!
Nice.
So cool. Kind
Super
of
cool.
excited about that.
Oscar nominee. We interviewed him. There you go.
On our podcast.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I mean,
We kind of sound like we know a little bit what we're doing, but it's all just a clever facade.
Yes.
Facade.
Yes, I know it's facade.
No. I think that's great.
Okay.
Which is why I'm just going to start throwing the dart at up-and-coming actors that...
You shouldn't throw darts at people, DJ. It's rude.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. But they're Nerf darts. How about that? Nerf?
Oh, that's
Is
better.
that
Okay. Nerf for nothing. So
Yeah.
That's a little
you
bit
know what they
easier.
say.
What else? Oh, yes. Will Smith's production, Emancipation,
Oh.
will no longer be filming in Georgia.
Oh.
They have stopped going there. They're like, nope, we don't like their voting laws, so we're out of here.
There you go.
Smart move, I think. Just saying. I'd imagine that in about a year or so, we're no longer going to be seeing that Georgia peach at the end of any
At the end
credits.
of all of the... Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Well, I'm... Okay, choices.
Yep.
Choices people have made.
Bingo. Exactly. So, question for you guys. Do you have any other news?
World famous rapper DMX has passed away.
Yeah.
Was that today?
No, it happened a couple days ago or over the
bummer.
weekend. I don't know the full story, but complications to a drug overdose, and he was in a coma and vegetative state, and the family decided to let him go.
I had seen that he was in a vegetative state.
Yeah.
But oof.
Yeah.
Ever since I got my new phone, I've not been getting my news the way I usually do. So,
So he is
so
no
I'm
longer
behind
with
the
us.
times. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Drugs are
this
bad.
isn't really entertainment news, but it's kind of sporty news. The San Diego Padres have finally pitched a no-hitter. They were the last team in the league to ever do it,
Oh, wow.
and it happened on Friday, I believe. So,
That was... No, we're in Colorado, so... I realized that your we and we are different.
yeah, sorry.
No, but
So, yes.
the Giants had just been playing the Padres, so I was like, "Oh crap, was that us?"
No, we did it. We did do it against. We did it against Texas.
Oh, way to go! Way
In
to go,
Texas.
guys!
Well,
Yeah,
I
so
mean, Texas is
They were
still
the last
thawing
team,
out.
last team to do it. So
Well,
every team has now
congratulations.
thrown a no hitter.
Hooray!
Hey, good job.
Yeah, they were just waiting on us stupid Padres to get it done. So we got it. We got it.
It'll happen. Eventually.
So as a San Diegan and a sports fan and a Padres fan, I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah. That's about it. That's all I got.
Okie dokie. I was trying to get Penny. I'm like, do you have any Disney news? Come on, you got something for me?
Right? I heard something. What was it? Oh my god, yesterday.
I know they're opening soon, right? 30th?
Yeah, the 30th. Disneyland proper will be open. and you have to have reservation and a ticket. And season passes are a ghost. They're a thing no more. And more of the rides than I was expecting were going to be open for reopening. So I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. And all the big ones. It's like I think the Matterhorn is not going to be open. The Jungle Cruise isn't going to be open. I guess there's really not a way to socially distance.
Not really.
Yeah.
On the Jungle Cruise, it's like one family per boat, and then the line will just take for but
one
it's gonna
person
be
per boat.
Diminished capacity.
Yeah.
So
I heard 15% capacity.
whoa, they're gonna be so itchy about that. They're gonna be like, "We're open, but we're not open enough," and they're just gonna keep poking Newsom with a stick.
Yep.
Also, let me circle back on my Padres news. It was done by a San Diegan as well.
Nice.
Joe Musgrove
sweet.
from El Cajon. His family still lives here.
Sweet.
So, very cool that a native-born San Diegan threw the San Diego Padres' first no-hitter ever.
That's awesome.
Yes, thank you for reminding me, Cracked Blue. Appreciate that.
Yay.
Well did. Bravo.
Excellent work.
So, very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the ticket.
Well,
So, yeah, Disney's opening to a 15% capacity is what I've been told.
Yeah.
Yeah. And definitely I think I haven't read whether or not they have to have vaccine or negative COVID test, but that guy who went to Disney World and got arrested because he refused temperature check, they're having a temperature check for sure.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Crazy.
man, he was ragey because he was not gonna have his temperature checked, and they arrested him, and he's like, "But I spent $14,000 on this."
Yeah.
14
So just
grand,
submit
let
to
him
a
take
temperature check, bro.
Seriously, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Like, I think even
I feel no
don't they
sympathy
have-
for that man.
Don't they have just the fancy walk through the tent temperature checks too now?
I think
Isn't it just the laser one at your forehead?
I know
right?
they do in Hong Kong, where you just walk through this tent and everybody's like, you're not even stopped. It just checks your temperature as you go through.
Yeah.
And I was assuming that Florida had the same. But
also
the other thing with Disneyland, only California residents.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. To keep the.
Dang
And I think it has to be within. Yeah, DJ.
Shouldn't have moved.
Dang it.
All of a
blew
sudden,
it.
you're regretting that move to Vegas.
You blew it. You blew it. You
No.
blew it.
Penny's gonna smack you.
Well, this was her idea.
She'll smack you anyway.
That's true.
It's your fault. It's always gonna be your fault.
Exactly. That's true. But you know what's funny about the guy that was arrested? When he's being taken away, finally, he's like, "Okay, I'll get my temperature checked."
It's
It makes
not
me
too
think
late,
of
bro.
Big Daddy when they're taking the little boy away, which is horrible, and he's like, "I can wipe my own ass. I can wipe my own ass." Oh, poor little baby.
Yep. Too late.
But,
Frankenstein.
yeah, I mean, choices
Yes.
were made.
Yep. Exactly.
Ugh.
Oh dear. Oh boy. Well, if you have movie news or something fun, let us know.
Send it to us.
Yeah, we have a phone number, podcast phone number. What is that? 512 podcast. Also, if you need the numerics, it's 512-763-2278. I lost my voice over the weekend, and it's just barely still coming back. So, weird.
Okay.
I don't even. I you know what I think it was? Like an allergy kind of a thing. I was wearing a new
yeah.
mask, and the mask was see-through, and so it had that petroleum smell, I guess you would call it, like that new plastic smell, and breathing that in for like 3
patent
hours.
leather shoes.
Yeah, right. So
Smells like Easter.
yeah. So apparently I was huffing for like 3 hours at work.
I mean,
Yeah. And
What a great example. I mean,
I know, right? So, anyway, I digress. So if you hear my voice crack a little, it's on the mend.
Welcome
let's see,
to my
where
life.
was I? Website. I got to do something about the website, y'all. Like, you go to the website and it shows it's the Google thing. And if you click on our show, like a link, it does this thing where, it redirects you. But then, like, some people's browsers say, "Whoa, that's way too many redirects," and so it's hard to get to our podcast from our website. So
that's not helpful.
No, not at all. So I recommend going to our podcast. I want to just direct the website to our main podcast page until I get it fixed.
There you go.
I don't even know what I'm going to do. But that means, like, the lists aren't going to be there. That means our Alphabet Movie Soup's not going to be there. Like, all of our links and stuff, all of our promos and stuff, that's not going to be there. Crazy. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Let's talk after the show. Maybe we'll figure something out.
Oh, okay. That sounds like fun. We'll do that.
Joe to the rescue.
Yay. Well, you can rescue us at shoutout@tfwmovies.com. Oh, wait, not rescue, email.
There you go.
There we go.
What?
He got it.
Yay. Well, that was an attempt at a segue. You see me rolling.
Can't do it.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at tfwmovies. Another fun way to talk to us is Patreon. Patreon.com/tfwmovies. That's Patreon.
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 Right. And for those of you who are not members and you don't not on our Marco Polo, you are about to find out we have a new member. Ding ding ding.
Oh,
that's
my.
right.
Sorry, I was excited.
You were.
I mean, it's kind of exciting. I mean, this is like James is a new member. We're gonna have a Twinkie Wiener eating thing.
A Twinkie Wiener eater sandwich eating party.
That's right. So that's gonna be fun. We should probably hold on.
Yeah, solidify
What?
some.
A date of some sort.
Yeah. I'm ready. Like, my next shopping. I mean, literally, I can drive by the store on my way home from work and pick up what I need. So
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to. I have bought the Twinkies, but I need to get the hot dog and the cheesy stuff.
all right. So my question:
Les squeeze cheese.
the Twinkies that you buy that are not individually, wrapped in a pear,
Yes.
versus the Twinkies you buy in a box.
Yeah.
Is there a size difference?
Yeah, I think.
I want to
so.
say there is.
Yeah.
I feel like the ones you buy that are wrapped in a pear might be bigger,
They
but
are.
less quality.
They are
Huh.
bigger.
But they're slightly less quality, I think.
No, I think they're the same. I think that's the same quality.
It's
at
all
this point.
Hostess, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is
but I
Hostess.
feel like because they're packaged for individual resale, they're slightly more preserved. Like, I might be on a wild, weird thought process here, but
Probably
like,
not. You're a
for
pretty
instance,
smart
when I
dude.
worked at Frito-Lay, right?
Yeah.
The smaller bags of chips that were sold,
Oh, Alfie. Yeah.
they tasted different than the larger bags.
Oh.
Slightly.
Okay.
Just very slightly.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
if you like Twinkies, I'm all for getting the big box.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what's the better. I want the better quality ones, but there might be too small for the hot dog. Is what I'm getting at.
Well, if you're
mean-
gonna get like a fancy hot dog, that's
Yeah.
also gonna be a problem.
Right.
Well, I'm not gonna get a fancy hot dog, but I'm gonna get a decent hot dog.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a decent hot dog.
You
right.
can get like your old what's that? The one with the pig on the. Oh my goodness! Now I have to Google friggin' hot dog brands.
I don't know.
I
I'm
mean-
like a fan of Oscar Mayer. They're not that bad.
Oh, you can get bun length ones. Ballpark. Nathan's. That's what I was
Nathan's.
thinking.
Oh yeah,
Nathan's is
Nathan's are
good.
good. I like Nathan's.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whenever you guys are ready,
Hebrew
Okay.
National. Those are pretty
I can
good.
get hot dogs and Twinkies and cheese fairly easy. So.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
That
a
sounds like
readily available ingredients.
Right.
Excellent.
Okay. Cool.
Excellent. So yay!
Yeah.
Thank you, James. Thank you very much for being
Thanks, James.
a sponsor of the show.
What's really great is on the Marco Polo, he was like, hey, and he got on the Marco Polo, and we were like, yay, Twinkie Wiener sandwich time. And then he sees, because Joe put up a picture of the Twinkie Wiener sandwich.
He saw
like,
what it was. He's like,
oh, can I take it back? Nope, it's happening. Nope. Meanwhile, my friend Courtney is like, oh, she's ready. She is ready for the Twinkie Wiener sandwich.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah,
Very
it's going to be
cool.
a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, I think. I hope.
Good times.
So also we
best
have
of it.
on our Patreon page a 55-minute interview with Joey Flair, who's doing the opening of our show. She's a kick, everybody.
She is.
She is neat. She's got a lot of experience. Like part of the interview, which you don't get to hear unless you're a Patreon subscriber. She does accounting for movies, and there's a good reason.
That's a lot of math.
It is a lot of math, but she was working in production, and you know, when you work in production, you're working 16-hour days, sometimes 20-hour days.
Long time.
Yeah, long time. And she kept seeing the accounting department like leave at 6 every day, and she's like, "Wait a minute." Exactly.
I'm in the wrong department.
Wait a minute. Okay, she's like, "How do you do that? I want to leave," and so she got into the accounting department of the films.
I mean, that's way to manifest.
She literally works smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
She figured it out.
That's fantastic.
So she's super smart, talented, great voice. She sounds better than me, but I forgot to hit record on my microphone, so all I have is my silly internet recording. And I'm like, oh gosh, she sounds amazing. I sound like a jerk.
Also, she has just like a very nice, soothing voice.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Almost like a disc jockey voice. Except
you guys
radio's
were
dead.
talking about that. She's like, why am I doing this radio voice? Don't worry, we all do it. Like, we all get into the NPR voice now and then.
That's right. We do.
I don't have that. I don't have that voice at all.
That's because you're too cool.
Absolutely.
No, I just don't. I can't calm down, I guess. I don't know.
Got it.
You've got other stuff going on.
Yeah.
So, well, here's a sneak peek of that interview. For the next 8 minutes, enjoy.
Welcome to another thanks for watching interview for all you guys out there in Patreon land and all of you listening to us on the podcast. So as you know, the whole video is going to be available on our Patreon, patreon.com/tfwmovies. But you do get to hear little bits of our interview on the show, because the show is an hour and a half of, Joe, me, and Beth talking. You can watch the full episode or interview. There we go. You can watch the full interview on our Patreon page. There you go. So, all right. Well, without further ado and screwing up the opening, what we're doing is we're interviewing Joey Flair right now.
Hello.
There she is. Before we get further, I must know a few things for the podcast part of our show.
Yeah.
And one of the things we're talking about this week is our favorite Edward. Who is Edward? I don't even know. James Earl Jones films. Do you have a favorite film that he is in?
So, this is mildly difficult because, I do remember who he was. Okay. So, I do love Star Wars, of course.
Okay. Yep.
That's great. But I feel like that was too easy. And then I was like, but Lion King. And I was like, nope, also too easy. Gotta love it though. Like,
I mean,
the
they're great
Sandlot.
films.
Yeah. Sandlot, favorite James Earl Jones film.
There you go. Okay.
Yep.
Sandlot. That's a good one. Good choice.
I love the Sandlot.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it was definitely like one of my favorite movies growing up.
very cool. I have a feeling that's going to be on the list of favorite
Mhm.
movies when we talk about it on the show.
Oh, it has to be.
So,
Like,
yeah.
oh my God. No. I just realized I take it back.
What?
Because listen, I love The Sandlot, but what I love more than The Sandlot, and he also is featured in, is Black is King. Oh my God.
Oh,
Yes.
there
He's
you
not
go.
there visually, but you hear his
But
voice. So I'm counting
his voice
it.
is there. Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that isn't that like that's like a play on the Lion King.
Yeah. It's like it's
Yes.
the companion film, like
Yes.
Beyonce's take on like the lessons from The Lion King.
Yes.
It is
yes.
amazing. I've seen it 11 times. My mom finally watched it. And
Yeah, just last night.
yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I need to watch it again. Because as soon as she said she was going to watch it, and she said something about like, oh my God, she looks so beautiful holding this baby. I was like, wait, you're in the beginning? And then I like thought about the whole beginning and I was like, oh, I should just watch it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's so good.
Just watch it. Just
I might watch it again. But that's definitely by far.
That's your favorite.
Yeah,
There
that's
it
probably
is.
my favorite movie that features James Earl Jones.
Did you see Coming to America? Coming to
America? I have
Yes.
not. So I was afraid of it.
Yeah.
Although now, after listening to you guys talk about it on the podcast, I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna give it a watch.
All right. The next question.
Mm.
I'm like going through my list. It's like all right here.
Nice,
nice. I don't even know why I asked this question, but I'm going to ask you anyway. What the heck? If you could rename your favorite pet to a movie character, what would it be?
But if I were to rename any pet, I would probably, I would name them Biff, I think.
Biff.
Mm-hmm.
Is this from? I'm just thinking from. I just watched it last night. Back to the Future.
Yes. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna name a pet Biff, it's like because like I want to love Biff, and like the way that I can love Biff is if they're in pet form, you know.
Okay, but what would be your favorite film of all time?
Okay, so there's a tie.
Okay, ties work.
Ooh, of all time. That's always really hard.
It's hard for everybody.
You know,
we've broken ours down to genre.
Yeah, I'm like, because at this point, Black is King is definitely now in my top 5.
Yeah.
But I would say Back to the Future, the trilogy as one film. Like that's how I look at it.
That's perfect. You could do that.
The alternative though is The Brave Little Toaster.
Okay, that's the first I've heard that one. The Brave Little Toaster.
So I thought blanket was weird, and I was like, "How is he an appliance?" And later, I was like, "Oh, he's an electric blanket."
So tell us about what's going on behind you.
Yes. So that is Sauce Drawer. That is me over there.
There you are. Yes.
So yeah, that whole awkward. I'm not even gonna try to point. I can't do it.
Maybe. That's okay. We got the point.
Yeah, we got it. Cut that down.
Yeah.
But
cut it out, please.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta cut it out. My EP Sauce Drawer is what I would call like a little coffee shop session of me. I would say like this EP, which is like 3 songs long, is the equivalent of seeing me like doing a little coffee shop jam by myself. Or a pizza shop jam.
There we go.
Yeah. You know.
That's
it's a
definitely
pizza
more
sauce
saucy.
Jam. Oh man, I'm so full of dad jokes. It's out of control.
I love it.
Homage to my godfather in one of the songs. It's kind of cool. And Bones, which sounds like pretty it can sound a little morbid. It's like We All Become Bones is like the original title. And then I was like, just Bones.
And it's good, honestly. I've listened to all the songs. In fact, at one point it was playing repeatedly. And so it was like, well, that's how I listen to music. So where do we find Sauce Drawer?
Sauce Drawer can be found on Bandcamp. It's like www.bandcamp.com. And then you can search my name, Joey Flair. I don't know why I'm doing this weird radio voice. Like I get like a smooth talker. I'm like,
we established radio is dead.
Right? This is podcast, people.
That's
I'm talking
right.
like a normal person.
Even disc jockeys are like, I have a podcast. See,
right? Yeah, it's crazy.
I see what you're trying to do. We were here first.
Yeah. But yeah,
I do know. I found it at joeyflair.bandcamp.com. You have your own page.
Yeah. So it's joeyflair.bandcamp.com/releases if you're into that.
Ooh, yeah.
So yay, how about that? Favorite movie?
The Brave Little Toaster. I love it.
Oh my!
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Really?
Oh.
I don't know.
It's okay. So when I think of The Brave Little Toaster, it's one that is in a very specific subsect of movies to me, which is movies I watched during rainy day recess at school. And it's like that one, The Incredible Journey, and The Adventures of Yellow Dog. All movies that it was like, oh, it's rainy, you have to stay inside. Here, put on this movie. Everybody watch the movie. So
Quiet, kids. Watch the movie.
That's exactly it. When you're
Don't
in
bother me.
a 2-room schoolhouse with kindergarten through 8th grade in 2 different rooms.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You're welcome for that little gem.
Nice history lesson.
Where did you go to school? The 1600s?
Yes. No, for
Right?
there were 2 years that I went to this little 2-room schoolhouse in the middle of nowhere because that was where we lived. So for 5th grade and 8th grade, I was at a 2-room schoolhouse. My 8th grade graduating class had a total of 6 kids in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there were 30 kids, kindergarten through 8th grade.
Well, there was a 1-room schoolhouse just a little bit further away, and it was K through 12.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm like,
Where's that one?
It's just past. It's like I don't know. There's this Y and this Bucks Bar and all.
Okay,
this
so
stuff.
you are actually talking about my school.
No way.
Way.
Oh
And
my
it
gosh.
was not K through 12. It's K through
Okay.
8. Trust me on this.
Okay, I believe you. I trust you. You probably
would know.
went there.
I
She
did.
was there.
And the only reason I thought I knew that was because I was working on locations for a Disney film,
Oh.
and
Oh,
we were-
excuse me,
I know.
Hollywood.
right, right,
I think you
Hey.
dropped something.
yeah,
Name dropper.
right. Well, trust me, all the pictures I took, everything I did for that, they didn't even bother using any of the stuff I took, but they paid me for it, so I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah. So you took the picture of the front of the school, right?
Yes.
The right side of the building is 5 through 8. The left side of the building is K through 4.
Oh,
And in
okay.
between are the boys and girls bathrooms.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Okay,
Yup.
very cool. All right. Well then.
Yeah, I used to live past that Y at Bucks Bar.
Okay, that's cool.
My brothers still do.
Oh my goodness.
Yup.
Oh my goodness.
My
That's the
stepmom
pig
used
farm,
to say,
right?
yeah, my stepmom used to say we lived a mile past where Jesus lost his sandals.
Okay.
Yep. The middle of nowhere. I used to say that you couldn't. We didn't live in the middle of nowhere, but you could see it from our house.
Got it.
Nice.
So pretty close.
It's in the backyard.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
They
All
say
right.
they've already got one.
Well, guys, gals, everybody, it's time for our lists. Are you ready for this?
Let's do
This
it.
particular person was born in 1932.
Man.
Yeah. That means he's getting close to 90, right? If I'm doing my math right.
Correct.
Yeah. So he was too hyper. So he took acting lessons to learn how to calm down, apparently.
It worked. He
Yeah,
seems
it
so
did.
mellow now.
Right?
Yeah, I can't imagine him being hyper.
Yeah. And he sounds better than a British Northwestern accent. Sorry.
Okay.
That was...
Excuse me?
So,
Okay.
that was like...
Are
that was
you
Darth
making
Vader.
a weird Star Wars joke?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
Weird Star Wars shows. Anyway, forget it. It's James Earl Jones. There we go. Of course, I said that at the beginning of the show an hour ago.
It's okay.
Exactly. All right, so we'll start with Crackhead Blue like we always do. Thank you, Crackhead Blue. I love that you send these in, just so you know. And by the way, she uses 512 Podcast.
Oh.
That's right. So she picks Star Wars,
Yep.
The Sandlot,
Yep.
Field of Dreams.
Yep.
You know, I still have to watch that. Like, I have watched it all the way up until the very close to the end, and I've never seen the last 15 minutes of that film.
Oh my
Ever.
friend.
I know.
Oh, my days.
How?
I don't know. And I've always wanted to, I just never had a chance. So, why, I don't
Okay.
know. Don't even ask.
Yeah, kooky.
Perhaps. So, in continuation of the list for Crackhead Blue, The Lion King and Coming to America.
Nice.
And she has T-O instead of the number 2.
Yeah, so that's the first one.
The first movie.
That's the first one. That's right. So, thank you, Crackhead Blue.
Good list, lady.
Yay. All right. So, James, he texted in,
Cool.
says, James Earl Jones, amazing actor. I believe, if I remember correctly, he's got his start in soap operas. Also, after Lion King, he has a list of things both credited and not credited for narration.
Yep, that are just his voice.
Yeah. He says, but I can't think of any of them offhand.
Oh, I've got a couple on my list.
Oh, nice. So, although I think of him as an amazing father figure with words of wisdom and love, now
Remember who you are.
yes, my first memory of him is almost completely unrecognizable as the shape-shifting cult leader in Conan the Barbarian.
Yes. That's on my list. That's on my list.
Nice. Then there's
man.
the
So
infamous
snaky.
Darth Vader, which I'm sure Beth and Joe can tell stories of how he recorded in his bathroom.
And he never heard any of it until it premiered.
Really?
Pretty
wow, I didn't know
fantastic.
that. Wow. that-
Nobody knew. Nobody did. Nobody heard the new voice. Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yep.
how did it get into the film?
I mean, those people, but the
Oh,
actors,
the actors.
the finished product, none of them heard what it was going to sound like. They all were just going off of David Prowse's very proper voice,
Got it. Okay. All right.
thinking this is never going to work.
This
Yeah.
is so. It's.
Yeah. he doesn't sound very menacing.
I'm oddly not afeard of him.
Huh. Did you hear any of that? Did any of that leak?
There's some clips where
Yeah.
it sounds like this British guy talking into a tomato can. It's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
it's pretty funny.
That is funny. Tomato can. I love it. Okay. In continuation, there was him in Sandlot, a classic. Sneakers, another classic.
Nice.
But then, let's see. And then there's Field of Dreams,
Yeah.
Coming to America, and of course, Lion King, where I think for a few generations of us, he's cemented the father figure we either want or wanted to be.
Yeah, seriously, like, there are things in this world that can instantly make me cry, and there's a scene in The Lion King that does it.
Yeah.
and it's a horrible scene.
Yikes.
Like, just thinking about it, nope.
Stop thinking about it.
It's
don't
stuck
think about
now.
In conclusion, here we
Okay.
go. In conclusion, I know he's been in a lot of other things, but those were what comes to mind. As always,
Perfect.
thank you for the show. Have fun, DJ, Joe, and Beth. I said that.
Thank you,
not
friend.
the same order, but yeah. Thank you. I don't know why that happened. Jeez. Thanks. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, man.
All right, the Tiki-Taki group.
Tiki-Takis.
You know, it didn't caption Tiki-Taki when I was trying to do that. It's like, what
I'm
is
sorry.
this? That's okay.
It's all,
I fixed
what?
I fixed
So
it.
I played that video for my niece, who's 2, and of all the words I said and all of the like lightsaberiness, Tiki-Taki was what she picked up off of it.
I
So now
love
she
it.
just goes, "What's Tiki-Taki? Tiki-Taki, Tiki-Taki, Tiki-Taki." I'm like, "Dang it."
Created a monster.
Yeah, but
cool.
it's a really cute monster, so I'll just have to deal with it.
Yeah,
he's gotta
you'll
deal.
get through it. Okay, at the Archfiend says first and second coming to America. All right, good choice.
Going to die
Um,
now.
At MO_THEPROFHJ, because I don't know why I had to do it that way.
Because you were just making it difficult for yourself
I
today.
guess so. That's what I do. She says, actually, I loved The Sandlot.
It's great.
It is great. I do like it.
It is a good one.
That's right. All right, we got 3 from Courtney RVT09.
Courtney!
That's right. She said something on the Instagrams, and I can't copy and paste from the Instagrams. They need to fix this.
I know that she said she liked The Sandlot, and
Yes.
she said she liked
The Star Wars.
the Star Wars.
And then she says the Lion
Go on.
King.
The Lion King. That
That's-
makes so much sense.
Does it?
It does.
Are those
Yeah.
the ones you showed her?
No,
Oh,
but no.
she's not the one you needed to school in.
No. That's Hannah. And
Okay, Hannah. Okay.
She's pretty good with Disney movies, but
Okay.
she still hasn't seen Star Wars. Any of
Ever?
them. Ever.
Gosh.
And
This is a friend of yours?
I know. And I'm pretty sure probably hasn't seen The Sandlot. And like probably if I said, "Hey, we're doing James Earl Jones movies," she'd be like, "I don't know who that is."
Oh, gosh.
I would love. Actually, I take it back. I would love to have a good friend, who has not seen Star Wars at all, because I would have fun showing them to them and like watching them for reactions at certain points. And
Yeah, that is absolutely the plan and has been for like 5 years. But I met her through the theater, and when you have sold your soul to the theater, there's no time to watch Star Wars.
No, there is not.
Not as like a group of people anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe now.
Maybe no. There you go. Cool.
Well-
Well, and that wraps everybody up. That wraps up our listenership and all that.
Good lists,
Yay.
everybody.
Excellent list. I love it. Time for the cast. Are you ready?
Do
You
it.
ready for this? Okay. Hunt for Red October is from
Yes!
Yes. The Naked Gun, 33 and a third.
Oh,
Yes.
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
oh man.
Yeah. It's a good one. Lion King, Star Wars, Sneakers, Sandlot, and both of the Coming to Americas.
Nice.
There you go.
Good list.
That's my list. Thank you.
So my list involves most of all of those. Star Wars, obviously, The Sandlot, Conan, Coming to America, the first one, Hunt for Red October, Clean Slate is a really funny movie, Field of Dreams, and then I have a number of Lion King, and then I have a number of movies that are like he's in them because they have Vader voice. So like Robots is like one line and it's fantastic. The Benchwarmers is like 1 or 2 lines, but
Yeah.
one of my favorite things of him ever is there's I want to say it was HBO series. It was either HBO or Showtime series. Back from the 80s when I was a wee one, that was called Fairy Tale Theater, and like all the famous people poofed up to become like these fairy tale characters. And Tim Burton directed the episode that was Aladdin, and James Earl Jones was the genie of the lamp, and he delivers his lines he plays two different genies, the genie of the ring and the genie of the lamp, and genie of the ring is very sedate, and then genie of the lamp is just terrifying, and he's always shouting, and like, it's fantastic. It always scared me when I was a kid, but I loved it so much I couldn't not watch it. So that's on there too.
And you said HBO?
I think so. I'll have to look on my DVD set, or if I were a smart person, I'd just Google it.
I'd look it up on HBO.
I know all the Googles.
Oh, I don't know that they have it on Fairy Tale or on HBO. Let's see. You keep talking. You go ahead and do your fantastic list there, Joe.
Yeah, there you go, Joe.
I only have 3, as you know. Keep it short and sweet. Field of Dreams, Conan the Barbarian, and the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would guess. I would think nothing less.
Originally aired on Showtime.
Oh, Showtime.
Oh, from September 11th, 1982. So the first episode, which was The Frog Prince, starring Robin Williams as the frog, was before I was born.
Wow.
And then went until November 14th, 1987. So I have a 6 DVD set with 27 fairy tales, and they're great. They're great.
Easy for you to say. Oh.
Sounds like fun.
And then they also did like Tall Tales and Legends. So there's like Annie Oakley with Jamie Lee Curtis, and Sleepy Hollow with Ed Begley Jr. is Ichabod Crane.
Sounds like fun.
There was it was a lot of fun. I recommend you look them up if you can. You might just be able to. They might just be on the DVD set though. So.
Yikes.
I'll lend it out, maybe. We'll see
if
you give it back.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that wraps up our lists. It's time for stuff we're putting in our eyes, including Alphabet Movie Soup. You've been waiting 2 weeks to hear what we think of Doom.
I'm curious. I want to hear what you guys say.
Let's hear what we got going on here.
Let's hear it.
That was sci-fi.
It was sci-fi, yeah.
Yup. Very not as scary as I expected it to be.
Because it was a Joe pick.
Yeah,
because it was very corny.
It was very
you thought
corny.
It was going to be scary because it was my pick.
Yeah, he thought it was going to be a horror movie.
Right, and I think I just watched a movie called Doom, and I was like, oh my gosh, did I just watch this one already?
Oh, man.
And apparently I didn't.
Yeah, this one has The Rock in it.
Yeah, The Rock was in it with his like haircut and just like really young. And I was like,
was it right when he was making the crossover?
Yeah, I think so.
Was he? I didn't look. Was he listed in the credits as The Rock, or was he Dwayne Johnson?
Oh, I didn't look.
I don't quite remember.
We'd
have to look that up.
I will googs.
You'll check it out for us.
Yeah.
So
don't put too many O's in there, Beth.
I did not write notes like I usually do for this one, and I don't know why. I can't. Maybe I was just so watching it, and it was like young rock, and. And, you know, it was just... There was a lot of craziness. I didn't understand why there's a sewer.
Oh, he was still The Rock at that point.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I thought it was really weird about, like, how could there be that many people there in a facility that's been evacuated? How is there that much sewage still spilling? I didn't quite get that.
Okay.
That seems like an odd bit to latch on to.
There's always something with DJ that it's like, this is the thing that I'm going to focus on.
Right. Yeah. Because
okay.
it hit me off guard. I was like, this is okay. I'm going to go with it. But also, I would hate to have to be in the sewer doing that stuff.
I was not even seeing it as the sewer.
Oh, what did you see it as?
I was just okay. So I was seeing it as a lot of gameplay because it's based on a game.
Oh, okay.
So my brain was all just like, yep. And then I always get Doom and Half-Life mixed up because my brain is.
That's fair.
So I'm like, wait a minute. Where are the face crabs? Wait a
Oh, the
minute.
head crabs? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, wait, that's Half-Life. Stop it. So yeah, I wasn't necessarily seeing a lot of sewage. So was there a lot of sewage, Joe?
Not that I can. I mean, they did go into like
Well, they called
some
it the
water
sewer.
stuff, but
Right.
I mean, they said it was a sewer, so I immediately said, "Oh my gosh, they're going into the sewer." So yeah.
all right. Yeah, I don't know. That not a detail that my brain picked
Yeah,
up.
that wasn't the part that my brain logged.
Well, I think for me it wasn't. It was the lighting really sucked in a lot of those places.
Yes,
I was
it
like,
was very dark.
Purposefully done.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's
That
a
was like-
noir film. Let's go.
yeah, right.
Make it hard to see. Add tension.
But
Yeah.
but that's the
You know the
thing.
drill.
There were these lights everywhere, but they weren't lighting anything.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it was.
that makes no sense. But
No,
I
it
see
didn't.
I see in the horror / sci-fi aspect, they make it scarier.
Also, again, harkening back to the game where everything was super dark
right.
and scary.
and
yeah.
scary. So
Well, and I figured out it was a game by that part where the rock character was injected with that stuff and ended up not the
Being-
rock character, it was the other character.
It was Keith Urban. It was
Yeah, it
Karl
was
Urban's
Karl
character.
Urban.
That's right.
Keith Urban.
Sorry. I
No,
don't know why I said that.
almost did it earlier, so it's okay.
Right.
And I love me some Karl Urban. So
Yeah, same.
yeah, where you could see the first person shooter. Wasn't Doom the first person shooter?
No.
I thought it was.
Wolfenstein 3D.
Huh.
Made by the same studio though. It's
Got it.
software.
Yeah,
welcome.
well, let's see. It came out in 2005, so that's what, like 16
A million years ago.
Is that right? Is that math, or am I dumb?
16, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you think spoilers are a thing of the past for this?
There's no such thing as a spoiler for
Okay.
this movie. You either have seen it or you're never going to.
That is how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Sense.
I really have a hard time relating to The Rock as a bad guy. I just can't do it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I felt the same way. I was just like, wait, is he turning into a bad guy?
Is he just being a jerk, or is he like, he's the
What's going on
What?
here?
villain,
gross?
And then
Yeah.
I was like, he got bit or something. Something happened to him.
Well, that
And
part, I was talking to
it's-
Joe about it before the
Yeah,
show.
it's murky with me. I really feel like he self-injected, but because he got messed up.
Yeah. I'm not supposed to die.
Yeah, so he either injected some of that stuff or it just turned him.
Yeah, it just got
I think
him.
maybe he was just starting to turn actually,
Yeah, some
Got it.
monster's tongue got him.
but
Yeah,
he was
that-
stronger
that
than
line.
the other scientists and stuff because like they turned real quick.
Yeah,
And then the one soldier who knew he was turning and took himself out
right.
was fairly depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nano wall is one of my favorite scenes.
That's a pretty
the
good
nano door.
scene. Yeah.
I like that
That's
one.
why I said I don't do those.
Yeah, when he was stuck in it and they figured out that that's not just some creature, that is Doctor whatever.
Yeah, with his ear.
And then you're like, whoa, okay, cool, this is weird. And then there's a lot of good callbacks to the game, but there's a lot of poor ones as well.
Yeah.
Like Pinky could have been done a lot better.
Yeah.
I didn't like how they did that.
Wait,
And
the
that
human
being-
pinky or the monster pinky?
Yes. Well, there was no human Pinky ever,
Oh,
right?
okay.
But they had to have something turn into the monster in the game.
Right.
Okay.
The monster in the game does not have wheels as a bottom half.
Right.
Oh.
And that being Crackhead Blue's favorite monster from the game, I feel her pain that they did not do it justice.
Oh, I don't blame her.
They done pooped it.
Yeah, they kind of made it weird.
Let's see what else. I feel like out of the two of them, between Karl Urban and Rosamund Pike, Karl Urban won the battle of the fake American accents.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you could hear hers slipping through real
She's
hard.
Australian, right?
No, she's English, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah, so you could hear some of that coming through, yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like, I hear you.
I hear it.
There's always the battle of fake American accents.
Yeah, that was my issue with The Stand and Skarsgård.
Right.
Right.
Skarsgård.
So.
Pretty. I'm trying to think of what else. Like, I feel like special effects, all of them did not hold up super well. But
Definitely.
I feel like I don't think it was a bad movie. I think it was a goofy movie.
It was
Yeah,
very
for sure.
goofy.
But
Which is
I
why I kind of liked it still.
yeah, like I'm not even gonna crap on it. It's goofy.
Up until The Rock lost his iPhone.
Yeah,
honestly.
Up until
Sorry.
I like that they had the BFG in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I have a real hard time. The Rock is a good guy. That's just
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, they did some of the callbacks good, but most of them not really.
yeah.
There you go. There's Crackhead Blues custom Pinky on a bike.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's so good with his little
Nice.
peddling tootsies.
Peddling Tootsies. All right.
Yep.
Oh man, that's good stuff. So,
so-
what would you rate it, DJ?
I'd give it a 6.
No, okay.
Yeah.
I'll
was
give it a. You were entertained.
Uh-huh.
I'll also give it. No. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, it's a 6 for me as
Yeah.
well. It's not great. It's fun watch.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
It's not
And
one
if
you're
you
gonna
played the
watch every
game-
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you played the game as a kid and it calls back some things.
Yeah,
you're
get
like,
some
oh, that's neat.
nostalgia in there for you.
Yeah, but not much.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the ticket. Yeah.
Cool.
Monorail. Oh,
All right. Well, next week it'll be an movie.
An movie from DJ.
Yay. I'll figure something out.
I know you will. I have no doubts.
I hope. What have you been watching, Beth?
Well, it took us a long time, but we watched Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh. So did I.
Did either? I know DJ did.
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay,
Not
so
yet.
I'll keep.
I do want to see it.
I'll keep my trap shut on that one then.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, go ahead. Sorry.
I will say, Skarsgård's accent's a little bit better in this one. He doesn't talk very much though.
Okay. Same Skarsgård or
Yep.
different one?
Yep, the super tall one.
Stand Skarsgård.
They're all super tall. Watch season 4 of The Great Pottery Throwdown.
We have one episode left.
I will not say anything about who won
Okay.
because it is a new season, and that would in fact be a spoiler.
This would be a spoiler.
I enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed the other seasons. I actually really enjoy the new host. We have a new hostess lady.
Yeah,
and
I like her too.
The
She's
first
quite
day,
funny.
I was like, I don't know, and then I was like, nope, we totally dig her.
Yeah, she's hilarious. She's very witty. She's quick.
Yeah, super quick on the draw.
Yeah, I think she's funny.
Yeah.
And there's go ahead. Sorry.
No.
Sorry. I was gonna say like this season more than the others. When Keith wells up,
Yeah.
I well up.
Oh, the pottery is really good this year.
Dude, it's so good this
like
season.
every once in a while in some of the other seasons you're like, yeah, that was clearly the one who was going home.
Yeah.
But this time I was like, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Isn't that special?
Oh. Earlier today I made my 2-year-old niece watch How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh.
Nice.
And as much as I love it, She
Oh, no.
also really enjoyed it.
Okay, good. I was gonna say she was
Yay.
not into it.
I obviously love it. It's fantastic. But I was a little worried. I mean, there are slow bits, but she seemed really amused with all the Scottish accents, and I'm like, yes, you are my niece. And then flying. So she's definitely my niece. And I know I've watched a bunch of other stuff, but I cannot think of any of it. When we have so much time in between podcasts, I lose
Yeah.
what I've watched because it's all just a blur.
Right.
Right.
Just a blur of watching. So, what did you watch, Joe
DJ. Oh,
or DJ? Whoever's next.
I'll go next. So again, we've been watching the Pottery Throwdown as well, and really enjoying this season. I watched the Deadwood movie finally.
Oh.
I watched the first episode of Deadwood as a sort of refresher, real quick,
Right.
and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna. And then Crackhead Blue's like, I thought you've watched all this. I go, yeah, I have, but I just kind of want to like
Just
Get-
get a
refamiliarize myself with the events of this episode for some reason, because a lot does happen that first episode.
It's true.
And then I just launched right into the movie from there. And luckily the movie had a few flashbacks to kind of help you put some of the pieces together.
Yeah, because it was
Which I found
it was a
pretty
long
good.
time for all of us. Because how
Yes.
long did they wait between the end of the show and when they made the
Yeah. And they said it was 10 years, but it's not been 10 years. It's been many more than that.
movie? Yeah.
Let's see. I feel like we've been watching something else, but I can't quite remember. Yeah, I don't know what else. But yeah, that's it, I think.
That's good.
Excellent. Excellent.
Blue, did I forget something?
We're talking about dragons in the chat.
Oh, sorry.
I
I feel like there's something else.
The Mighty
Oh, and we've
Ducks.
been watching. Yeah, we've been watching the Mighty Ducks series.
Oh, how is it?
cool.
We really like it.
Okay.
We really like it. And we watched the movies. We watched the first movie,
Aw.
the second movie. I have not started the third movie yet. And I probably won't watch that one because I don't remember watching it when it was new. So
The second one's where they go to the Olympics, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
And they play against Iceland, which is basically the Hawks all over again.
Yeah, and Keenan.
Yeah, the knuckle puck.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure I was on the right
You're on the right page.
right sports train.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, we've been watching. That series is great. If you guys haven't checked it out yet,
Okay.
so far so good.
Cool.
I
Yeah, we're
may
gonna
have
watch
not.
that. That's on our list.
Okay.
We have not seen it yet.
Me either. But
Did
it's
hey,
totally-
have you guys seen all the online talk about trying to get LeVar Burton to be the next host of Jeopardy?
Oh, I want it so bad.
There's a lot of people that want that.
The
Like, they
question
think-
is though, does LeVar Burton want that?
Oh, I think he does because he retweets those things.
Oh, okay then.
That's probably a good indication.
It is.
Yeah.
I think he would be fantastic, and I miss Trebek. I miss Trebek a lot,
I bet.
and not all of their temporary hosts have done super great. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a good one. I'm waiting for a good one.
Well, LeVar Burton, if they give him a shot, we'll see what happens, right?
I would send my DVR straight up,
There you go.
Straight up.
straight.
So what have I been watching? Godzilla versus Kong. I saw that. Can I
We're
just
waiting.
say, we're waiting. I just want to say I loved it more than the last Godzilla film.
Okay.
Just have to say that. Okay, we finished season 1 and 2 of Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
I'm like in the process of loving it and hating it at the same time.
Oh. Does anyone sweep the leg?
All, all the
Does
time,
anyone get him a body bag?
right? So I mean, I love the nostalgia. I love all the clips of the main movies that were there in the middle of it. Seeing the
Like flashbacks.
Yeah, the flashbacks, seeing the memories of Miss Miyagi, and yeah, pretty fun. But the one thing I just can't stand is that whole testosterone. I hold a grudge just because we have a grudge, and just when they're
Yeah.
making friends, they're no longer friends again. Because
I feel like
yeah.
if you're looking for something other than that, you might be barking up the wrong series.
Oh, that's yeah. I've come to realize that,
Gotcha.
and so I'm watching season 3, which thank goodness
Right.
they said there's a season 4 coming, and I'm like, good. I'm glad I started watching it. Don't get me wrong. Just because that part drives me crazy doesn't mean I'm not enjoying it. Because
Right.
I really am enjoying it. So
Okay, cool. Good.
it's just those nitpicky things that I don't get. Like, I don't understand it. So I'm like, why would you be doing it? So
Yeah, it's you can't relate to it because
Right.
you don't have that.
Right. Exactly.
You're not a grudge holder.
Not at all. Not at all. So anyway, that I do like it though. Just saying. I
Okay,
do like
cool.
it. I mean, I keep thinking, oh my gosh, they're gonna take down Cobra Kai, and then I realize the title is still Cobra Kai, so it's not going away.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's the whole goal. Like, we need to get rid of Cobra Kai
Oh.
because they're the bad eggs, snake
Well-
eggs of all things.
Oh.
Sorry.
Snake eggs.
Yikes.
Yep.
Why did it have to be snakes?
Why?
Why did it have to be snakes? Next time you wear a blindfold, okay?
Yeah.
Beth, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Watch the movie Thunder Force on Netflix.
Oh, I was gonna watch that last night and totally forgot because
I
we
really
finished
liked
the
it.
pottery instead.
Oh. Well, you probably got more nutrition out of it.
I mean, yeah, it's possible.
but no, it was really a great film. I enjoyed it. Lots of pluckiness, which I really like.
Yeah, it looks hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty hilarious.
I mean, with Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer as superheroes, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. I recommend it. Check it out. It's good for all ages. There's no cussing.
And it's
So-
on Netflix.
And it's on Netflix. Pretty good. Even John Michael Strauss. Oh, sorry, Teacher J.M. Strauss gave it a 3 out of 5.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I think that was good for him. Like, that's above average.
Huh.
Yeah. So yeah. Saw a really great film on Apple TV Plus. Called The Banker.
Oh.
Anthony Mackie, Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
They are
Winter Soldier, or sorry, Falcon and Nick Fury. Go ahead.
Yeah.
right.
I'm listening.
You're listening. Well, so this takes place back in the 1960s. It's based on true events. This African American pursue the American dream. They want to own property, which is the Mackey's character. The Nick Fury. Sorry. Samuel L.
Sorry.
Jackson's.
I got it in your head.
You did. So Jackson's character is already wealthy. So they're like trying to get become partners. They get so far in California, they're like being very successful, and then Mackey's character says, "Well, we should do this in Texas, and we should buy a bank."
Huh.
And naturally, the Texans aren't really happy about that. So,
Well,
Whatever do you mean?
well,
shit.
back in the 60s, you see, in Texas.
No, I got it.
So, but it was really kind of a good film. I really did enjoy it. Who else? Let's see. Nicholas Holt.
Yeah.
So he is their. He plays their white frontman, I suppose, making all the deals, but they're really the owners. So, anyway, really great film. I did enjoy it. I think if you have Apple TV Plus, you have a chance to watch it. Go for it. Did I in the last show, Beth? Do you remember if I said anything about Bigfoot family? I probably did. I think I
don't
did.
know.
And Yes Day.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Okay, and then I talked about the Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think I did. I think I talked about those, so we can erase all that.
Okay.
Which
Still waiting to see that one.
You haven't seen it yet?
I gotta set 4 hours aside for it, so no, not yet.
Well, you could watch it in parts because there are like 8 chapters or something like that.
No, it's gotta be one sitting, man.
Yeah,
It's gotta be.
I took 2 sittings. I didn't watch it all in one, but I liked it better than the original Justice League. And it's in a 4:3 ratio, which is I thought was interesting.
I don't understand that decision at all.
I don't either. I have no idea why he would do that unless like it was cheaper. They don't have to like
But
CGI
didn't he, like,
the edges.
Extra money or something? I don't know.
I have no idea. Yeah, it makes no sense. Like I said, I do think that the less money on the CGI if you don't have to fill in the extra.
Well, I mean, that is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
don't
get
know.
that.
that would be my guess. But he says it's autistic even though it's monetary.
Wah, wah.
Yep.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Exactly. Very good. All right. Well, that's all I have then. That's all I've been watching.
Also I watched just a bunch of Avengers movies while I was trying to go to sleep.
Oh, cool.
Gotta
Trying
say,
to fall asleep to it?
yeah, gotta say that I always hope that I'll be asleep by the end where the sad parts happen.
Nope.
I never am, and I'm just like
Yep.
crying because I'm a sucker.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to have like a good cry, just watch the Captain America Mjolnir scene and you'll be fine. You know?
See, no, that gives me chills, and that does make me
It's
cry.
so
It
good.
absolutely does. It makes me cry. And Cap on your left.
Yeah.
That whole
Yeah.
just is like, and then everybody
You can
comes
feel
back, and
you
it's
feel
like,
your face getting warm, and you're like, oh no,
it makes
hold it
me
together,
so happy that all my friends get to come back.
hold it together, Keith. And then you go, it's brilliant, mate. It's brilliant.
It's just,
I love it.
it's so beautiful.
It's
I mean,
inspiring.
look at the form.
Can we just say I love Rich.
Yes, I love Rich
He
as a judge.
is
He used to be the
amazing.
kiln guy.
Kiln guy, and he
And-
has so much insight too, which is amazing. Like, I'm so glad he's getting his due. You know what
Yeah. I mean, we always suspected that he was the hands in the beginning credits,
I mean? Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, he's really good. He's a really great judge, and I hope that we stick with this crew for next season.
I
'Cause
missed the first host though.
She was really good, but
Yeah.
I'm cool with this set because I really like Rich, I really like Keith, and Siobhan is awesome. So,
Yeah, Siobhan's pretty cool.
yeah, I like.
She's funny.
Yes. And she's very, she's cool about people putting her name on stuff and spelling it wrong.
Yeah.
Granted, Siobhan's a really hard name to spell the way she spells it.
So I
Yeah,
can find
and
it.
Yeah, you'd be alright.
So, yeah, that was. I just wanted to say that.
Got it. Oh, well, you remind me I watched Star Trek Voyager.
Oh, there you go.
And I watched the Star Trek First Contact Day little marathon thing that they had going on, which was really kind of cool, where they announced Picard in 2022, a new Discovery this year at some point. So
Yeah.
kind of excited about all that.
Good times.
Would
Very
really
good.
like them to have another movie. Just saying.
Well, who knows?
With which crew?
Who knows what
Oh,
the
yeah.
future brings?
And a
Which
new
crew would you like to see though on the movie?
What's that?
What crew would you want to see
Yeah.
with a new Star Trek movie?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I think next gen I would. Oh, or original.
There's not too
call.
many of the OGs
I don't think you can do the
left.
original. Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Well,
there's
when
not
I say original, I mean original storyline, like the Captain Kirk storyline. That.
Oh, so with Chris Pine and those guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that Chris Pine, he's just punched in the
Everywhere.
face all the time when he's Captain Kirk. His
Yep.
poor face is always just punched.
Yep.
Also,
No,
Karl
anyway.
Urban. Hello.
So we had a nobody answered our question, and it was I forgot the question. Oh, found it. I think it was this one in the movie Ice Age 2, The Meltdown. What was the name of the animal? What was the name of the animal? Is Ellie?
Mm-hmm.
Or what kind of animal is Ellie?
What kind of animal is Ellie?
I feel like it was. We did this one already.
Yeah, like we asked it like 3 weeks ago.
Did I ask about the Dances with Wolves one?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. So, so I didn't. But we asked this one. Did I give the answer yet?
No.
A mammoth.
Correct.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not sure what just happened. That was a weird exchange, but okay.
So what happened
Ma'am.
was 3 weeks ago he asked a question, and then in the intervening 3 weeks he has forgotten that was the question.
Aha.
So
aha.
he's like, I feel like we've already done this because he did 3 weeks ago, but we haven't had a
didn't
show
have
that
an
answered
answer.
the question since.
And
Got
nobody
it.
else answered the question, so I was like, okay.
Now I'm up to date.
There we go. So we have a new question. Are you ready?
Is it about Dances with Wolves?
Is it about Dances with
It
Wolves?
is not about Dances
Oh,
with Wolves.
oh, misdirect!
Total red herring. Okay. So, true or false, the 2015 film Cinderella was released by Walt Disney Pictures. That's our question for this week.
Oh,
All we need is a
oh.
true or a false.
I see. I was okay.
Yeah,
I thought there was more to it than that.
that's it. That's it. Do I need to read it again?
No, I think you got it.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
It was 2012,
2015.
2015. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So.
what you're saying is true or false?
Yes.
2015 Cinderella released by Disney. Got it.
Yep. There you go. Very cool. Alrighty. We have future movies and whatever else. Saw the new trailer from Ghostbusters. What
Go ahead.
cute?
Wait, what? What? What?
It's not a full trailer. It's
not.
Okay.
It's
Tiny.
a scene.
I was wondering
snippet.
why Beth was making that noise.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
No, it was just that I got distracted because I was playing IT Crowd in the chat, and then he started
Yeah.
talking about Ghostbusters, and I have like this huge list of trailers that I saw because I got
Oh.
caught in a trailer,
Trailer hole.
a trailer rabbit hole on YouTube.
Ah,
I'm
that's
in the
easy.
trailer hole.
Oh, damn it!
Fell in the trailer
I fell
hole,
in the
man.
trailer hole again. Someone get the ladder.
Help me out. Get the fifth wheel. Get me out of here.
So tell us what you think about the. Have you seen this, Joe?
No.
Oh,
Here, I'll put it in the chittity chat.
cool.
Okay.
Meh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So who? That's all I have. Like anything new, as far as I know.
Okay, well, I have a bunch.
Ooh, tell us. Do tell.
So I got as previously. Oh man, I love that on this they start with the music from OG Ghostbusters.
Yes.
It's making me happy. My mom was in the kitchen and I started watching it, and she's like, "Are you watching Ghostbusters without me?" I'm like, "Not without you." So I got caught in a trailer hole on YouTube because
Trailer hole.
these compilations. I don't even know who does them, but they like go and find all the new trailers and cram jam them together into a video compilation that's like 24 minutes long. So you're just looking at all these trailers one after another, and I can't remember all of them because there were like 30. I feel like that I saw. But so I saw the trailer for Cruella with Emma Stone and Emma Thompson, oddly enough. And that looks graphically very pretty. I'm not sure how I feel about getting a Devil Wears Prada kind of origin story for Cruella de Vil, but sure, I'll go with it. Those Who Wish Me Dead is a movie that I will probably definitely watch. The title makes me go, okay, but Angelina Jolie is like a forestry fighter, and she, like a firefighter, and she finds this kid who, like, people are trying to kill this kid out in the woods, and they start this big fire, and she's trying to protect the kid, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? But because it's like a 5-minute trailer, and I'm like, what is going on here? And it's also like hits a little close to home because I live in California in the woods.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it feels very dry. And then and then at the end, the title just comes up in like, boom, 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 and I'm like, this movie is called Those Who Wish Me Dead. It's called Those Who Wish Me Dead? That's weird. So I'll probably watch it just because the trailer was such a crazy, visceral experience for me. Trailer for Mortal Kombat I saw.
Ooh.
Oh, I gotta see that.
It looks pretty good.
Like, no one asked for a new Mortal Kombat movie, but I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, wait, what? Oh. It looks very pretty.
So that Ghostbusters thing that's morbid at the end.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what they're like into it.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
It's
are.
kind of weird.
Like the one they're making into a s'more looks like he's like going to sleep with a warm blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Okay.
So there's that. If you guys haven't seen the little snippet scene with Paul Rudd and the
Is that coming out this year?
yes,
Sometime.
the Stay Puft Mini Boys.
Oh, I forgot to tell you another thing we watched.
What did you watch?
WandaVision.
Oh.
And how did you enjoy that?
I didn't hate it, but I don't need to see it again.
Okay.
There was some character choices that I was not too fond of. And I think Crackhead Blue and I shared this exact thought. Agnes was amazing, and as soon as it was revealed that she was Agatha, didn't like it. Over the top, terrible makeup. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully that's not a spoiler.
For me, it totally is, but I also don't.
Oh shoot!
It's okay. 10 minutes from now,
I thought you guys watched it.
DJ did.
Yep. I
Oh
did.
crap!
It's okay. It's fine. I'm not mad about
Nope.
it. It's cool. I have more trailers, unless you're still talking about...
Sorry,
No,
sorry,
it's cool,
man.
it's
I
cool.
blew that.
Oh, no, it's fine. Like, I'm not even worried about it.
All right. Well, now I am. So.
No, don't be sad. You should go watch the trailer for Loki. That'll make you happy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I still haven't watched Winter Soldier,
Me either.
Falcon, and I'm like kind of like,
But I'm excited
do we
to
have
see
to
Loki
see all
again.
these to watch the new movies?
And I don't know. And the trailer for Loki was very amusing to me.
I thought it was amusing.
Yeah. So I recommend the trailer for that one if you're
Yeah.
if you like a Loki, a Hiddleston, if you like a Hiddleston Loki at all, I think you'll probably enjoy it. Saw the
I liked him in Ragnarok.
yeah, the newest trailer for Black Widow I saw, and it just made me sad again because I just watched friggin' Endgame,
Yeah.
and I love me some Natasha.
Oh, yeah.
She's such
that
a
movie should have come out
badass,
8 years ago.
right?
8 years ago.
For sure. And a little bit cheesed off that from what I can tell from the trailers, she doesn't even get her own theme music. She's just got bastardized Avengers music.
No.
I'm like, that's a pile of trash cans.
Hopefully they'll fix that.
I think they did that for Thor too, though.
Bleh. But Thor already had his own music.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stress about it. Thank you, Blue. So there's a movie coming out, and I saw the beginning of it, and I'm just like, God, another Saw movie? Like,
Oh yeah,
Wow.
with Chris Rock,
Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. It looks so terrible.
I was
Saw?
sitting... I was sitting there
Yes.
watching going, where did the good decisions go?
yeah.
And
Like
it just-
it looks like a train wreck that I kind of want to watch.
And all of Chris Rock's lines in it are just like, just saying the obvious things out loud.
Captain Obvious, yeah.
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh. And then,
Oh, no.
no, what? Oh, look at it. And then I saw a trailer for The Bad Batch, which made me happy again.
I haven't seen that yet.
You should look. It's good times.
Just forward this 24-minute trailer.
Right? Also,
A trailer hole.
wah! And then I watched like 4 of them. My mom was cooking dinner, and I was just like, wow, new movies. It's like the before times.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember all the ones. There was a Fast and Furious something in there somewhere. And I can't remember them all. So we're just going to have to sit with those 10.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crap! I don't lie. I'm not good at math. Even worse at guesstimating numbers.
Got it.
Guesstimation.
Yeah. So what's next there, boss?
Well, next is who are we going to talk about next week? Who do we want from?
I say Karl Urban.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Because I'm sure we've done The Rock. I'm sure we've done The Rock, right?
Yeah, I'm sure we have. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go Karl Urban.
Sounds good to me. Very cool. Okay, so if you have a, what's the? Maybe I'm saying it in the wrong. Karl Urban.
Urban.
Thank you. Karl Urban. So if you have a Karl Urban film, send us
Karl with a K.
Karl with a K.
Karl with a K. Send us a text 512-podcast or shout out at tfwmovies.com for the email address, or at tfwmovies on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. But hey, I'll even have it there for what is it called?
I'm not sure.
Tiki Taki.
Tiki Taki.
Tiki Taki.
I'm gonna go downstairs now when I hear that. Tiki Taki, Tiki Taki.
So now we're at the plug something. Plug something.
Whoa.
There we go. Checho, did we tell you he had a baby?
No?
I saw it on the Instagrams.
Yeah, he had a baby. It's so cute.
It's
And
pretty cute.
they have pictures.
Checho had a baby? How'd they do that?
Checho's wife had a baby.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that.
Science.
Yeah, yeah. You know, the normal way. So, but
What is this, Junior?
oh,
I watched Junior the other day.
that's a
I'm
good
pregnant.
I'm
That was a good
Strudelhund.
But so they have pictures on Instagram of their baby, and then
Congratulations, Checho and wife.
Yes.
yes, congratulations
And family.
and the
and
family.
fam.
But they're comparing her head to other things like bread, and
Huh?
and
That's what we
then
all do.
yes, and they have this really big like ginormous Pez dispenser, and then they put that up there, and her head is smaller than the Pez dispenser.
Vader Pez.
Yeah. Oh, super cool. I bet her head is smaller than that. Honestly.
Well, as a newborn,
True that.
I would-
Newburn.
I would assume so.
Yes.
Newburn in the trailer hole.
Yeah.
I'm the law.
So, but anyhow, yeah. So send them some love. Go to their Facebook page,
Instagrams.
Instagrams, the Standard Tattoo Parlor. And if you want to get a tattoo, I mean, he's really great.
parlor
You've seen
tricks,
our
though.
art, so you know that's from him. He could do
I
that to your
mean-
skin.
He's so much better than to put art on your skin.
I mean, if you wanted to get a thanks for watching tattoo, I would be totally honored.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to do that.
It's yeah. I mean, granted, I mean we have 150 episodes.
I mean, that's pretty solid.
That is.
I will. Bravo us.
Absolutely.
Bravo us.
Bravo
We've
us.
talked a lot.
Yay.
We have talked a lot, haven't we? Oh my
we
goodness.
always do.
That's right. We also write a lot, right? I wrote a book called The
You
Nerd
did.
in Law. shoot, I just mailed out 6 more today. Kind of crazy.
Hot dog.
Well, Penny did the mailing out. I
Hot
really
diggity
stayed
dog.
home, but yeah, woohoo!
Making
So
my wife do all
check-
the work.
Yeah, she does all the work. So it's on Amazon. Check it out. The NERDA in-law. In case you need to know that. Some people sold one the other day from a wedding I went to, which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. What else? 29 Toes podcast. I still want to keep plugging them. I haven't heard a new show from them yet, but
They did a new one.
Oh,
did.
I heard it a couple weeks ago
Oh, okay.
nice.
Sweet.
when I drove to work.
Cool.
That's when I listened to it.
We'll have to look that
And
up.
I was very happy. And then the next Monday that I was expecting one, there was none. So, you know.
Ooh.
That's the thing.
All right. We had her on earlier, Joey Flair, new album. Check it out. It's called Sauce Drawer. It's on joeyflair.bandcamp.com if you want to check that out. Joe has something to plug.
I do. My Twitch channel. You can find me 3 days a week, sometimes 4, at twitch.tv/apostle_OFC. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard, and sometimes every other Sunday at about 7 o'clock.
Very nice.
Very nice. I thought you were going to go Pacific Standard, but sometimes Eastern. I just thought, I thought you were going to go there. But
That wouldn't have worked.
you didn't. So that worked out.
That would not work.
That would have thrown off all my numbers
Yeah,
if I had
yeah,
tried
right.
that.
My niece has a Twitch channel, but I don't know what it is at the moment. But she's like super close to like being what is it called? If you have so many people,
Affiliate?
what is that?
Affiliate?
Yes, she's super close to being affiliate.
Nice.
Excellent.
So anyway, I told her I would plug her on the show, but she hasn't sent me audio. I'm like, send me something. I'll put you on there. I mean, it's my niece,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So anyhow,
for
cool.
sure.
What else? Oh, I guess I could say I'll usually send this stuff to you earlier, huh?
Oh, I see. You're ready. You're ready
Here it
for
comes.
the thank you times.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm working
you've reached
on
the
it.
part
Thank
of the
yous.
show, ladies and gents, where we say a thank you. And as soon as he is done sending me the list of thank yous, I will say thank you. do, thank you.
Thank you and thank you.
And thank
Definitely
you.
thank you.
Definitely you. How about you? I'm looking at you. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks. Thank you to you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mhm.
Also,
Thank you.
a thank you.
Oh,
And
Thanks
thank
for
you.
listening. Holy crap,
you.
DJ. Thanks for listening to Thanks
Okay,
for watching. And
you.
now
Thank you. Oh, and you. Yeah, you. Yeah. You.
we'll say a special thanks to James for his...
there we go.
Oh, look, there we go. There you go. We'll say a special thanks to James for adding in so that we can make Joe eat a Twinkie Wiener sandwich. I know we're
Yeah,
all
thanks.
anxiously awaiting, not anxiously, but eagerly awaiting
Thanks.
the consumption of a Twinkie Wiener sandwich. What's really funny is that in the beginning it was just Joe, but now I think it's Joe and Blue and DJ's going to do it. And I'm
like
gonna do it,
everybody's
my mom's
doing it,
gonna
yeah.
do it. It's like, it's
Oh,
going to
nice.
be a Twinkie Wiener sandwich party.
Yep.
So,
Family affair.
Yep. So we've all started again just because why not? You probably got lost in a sea of thank yous, but you've reached the part of the show where we say thank you, and so I will do it now. We start by thanking our Patreon members, Lucas, Abby, Tyler, Teacher Jam, Strauss, Sean, Blue, although we thank her later, Wendy, and James. We would like to thank Big Checho for being awesome, doing our artwork, and having a family. Congratulations on that.
Congrats.
We'll thank the cast. So that's DJ over there loving Star Trek. That's Joe over there loving Star Wars. And that's me over here. I love everything. Except that, see, that's the tricky part because we all love Star Trek and Star Wars. We all have that nostalgic thing for
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Some just like others better. So we're going to thank the beautiful ladies behind the scenes who make this all possible, because if it weren't for them, we'd be bonkers and in a crazy house. So thank you, Blue. We love you very much. Dorothy, you're my mom. You're the best. And Penny, you're married to DJ, which, woo, high five there. But most of all, we would like to do that thing that we do every week, which is thanking you, the listener, for listening. Because if you didn't do that, why would we even do this? So thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for putting us in your ears. We appreciate it. At this time of year, we say wash your hands and take your allergy medication and wear your mask and be excellent to each other.
Insert edit here. Insert edit here. Insert your fancy edit here. This is where the edit goes. All right, that's it. Edit song's done.